He served his country, and not always right. Made a lot of mistakes, made a lot of errors, but served his country, and I hope we could add honorably.
Now at 7, the nation mourns the death of John McCain, the Arizona senator being remembered just as he hoped he would be after losing his battle with cancer. In the end, he died on his own terms, surrounded by loved ones, a day after announcing that he'd be stopping his brain cancer treatment. Well, flags across the country are now lowered to half-staff in honor of Senator McCain, from the White House to Arizona, the state that he proudly served for more than 30 years. CBS 4's Lauded has more on how he is being remembered this weekend.
Folks lining the streets.
People waved American flags as the hearse carrying the body of John McCain pulled into a Phoenix funeral home.
Everybody's just joined together and wanting to pay their respects to an incredible man who did great for Arizona and the country.
The senator passed away Saturday at his ranch outside of Sedona, Arizona, surrounded by family. His wife, Cindy, wrote on Twitter in part, "My heart is broken. I am so lucky to have lived the adventure of loving this incredible man for 38 years. McCain's death comes just one day after his family announced he would no longer seek treatment for brain cancer. Colleagues from both parties are mourning his loss.
As you go through life, you meet very few truly great men. He was one of them.
McCain was diagnosed with brain cancer last year. He continued to work here in the Senate for several months, but in January, his illness forced him to stay in Arizona. The 81-year-old spent most of his life in public service. He followed his father and grandfather into the military, but as a Navy fighter pilot in 1967, McCain crashed and was captured by the North Vietnamese. During 5 years of captivity, the Viet Cong tortured McCain's body, but they never broke his spirit.
I'm sure that I will get well.
McCain later brought that same fighting spirit to politics.
Boy, that's outrageous.
After losing to Barack Obama in the 2008 presidential election, he continued in the Senate. His brain tumor didn't stop his signature brand of straight talk.
We're getting nothing done, my friends. We're getting nothing done.
President Trump, who was long at odds with McCain, tweeted, "My deepest sympathies and respect go out to the family of Senator John McCain. Our hearts and prayers are with you." Molengi, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Funeral arrangements have not been finalized, but last year on 60 Minutes, McCain said that he wanted a service at the Naval Academy. He will lie in state at capitals in Washington, D.C. and Arizona. McCain reportedly did not want President Trump to attend his funeral. CBS News reports that McCain requested that former Presidents Barack Obama and George W. Bush deliver eulogies. Well, President Obama, who defeated McCain in the 2008 presidential race, issued a statement shortly after McCain's passing, saying in part, "Few of us have been tested the way John once was, or required to show the kind of courage that he did. But all of us can aspire to the courage to put the greater good above our own. At John's best, he showed us what that means, and for that, we are all in his debt." Senator Marco Rubio released a statement that read in part, "America has lost more than a leader and more than a senator. We have lost a true American hero." Senator Bill Nelson tweeting, "John McCain was my friend and one of my heroes. He devoted his life to duty, honor, and country. He shall always be a role model for me." And to Senator Lindsey Graham, who was a close friend of John McCain's, he tweeted, "America and freedom have lost one of her greatest champions, and I've lost one of my dearest friends and mentor."